be poofing into existence once again. Today we're playing the Bustafellows Season 2 demo. I haven't finished the first one. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. So there may be spoilers for the first one.
Your name, please.
You've been warned. So this is the main character, so we can go to the prologue today. I'm pretty sure that's what's part of the demo, so I'm excited to see. So what we can do. Yes, that's fine. Please respond to the following security check. What is the name of your pet cat? The chosen name will change the story progression. Let's go,
your cat's name, please.
Changing everything. Cat. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very ominous. I picked to call my cat Cat, and then they're like, welcome back. As though they know who I've been all along. Not pretty, we at the beach.
事務所も人が増えましたからね。
7年前というと
If this was 7 years ago, would that mean you were a student at the time?
ねえ。でも当時のことはよく覚えていますよ。あの頃は移民法の論文も書いてましたから、この辺りの情勢については気になっていましたし。
I will lower the sound just a little bit. New sieges changed ever since Campbell became a state's attorney. In a good way, of course. Remember her in an all-girl speech. I want us to be a city that doesn't ask for the individual's past, one that only looks to their present and future. Right, that right there is New Siege's history in a nutshell. It certainly is. Who are you? Why'd you say that? Hello. Oh, you're the one from the clinic. My wife's been singing your praises. It's thanks to clients like your beautiful wife that my clinic's reputation is on the rise. Not weird way of putting it, but okay. That's thanks to your beautician skills, yes. No, thanks to her being lovely enough to strive to become beautiful. Oh, it's a beautician. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was like, doctor? That's a little weird to say. Are you a weird words? Oh, by the way, do you two know each other? More or less. The name Limbo Fitzgerald carries a great deal of weight in New Siege. Everyone knows the young, infamous, popular lawyer, after all. Buttering me up, are you? Hehe. Well, I'll be off. Need to go give my regards to the prodigal son of the Neruda family. Is he gone? Yeah. Phew, it's harder to fake small talk than you think. Still, you're taking care to keep up your connections with influential senators. So are you. No, I'm keeping in touch with his wife. That's what I'm surprised they're holding such a big memorial 7 years later. Rumor has it the state attorney is planning to run for governor. She probably wants to put her story on display and embellish her achievements. Too many people died in that fire and riot. It won't make for a moving tale. Exactly. Immigrants, gangs, the black market. The city hasn't really changed at its core. So you won't be coming? No, the police are on high alert. They suspect the residents of Basalto might cause an uproar. I'm to be on standby at the coroner's office until the graveyard shift takes over. I think the area is doing much better than it used to, though. Good man's back, too. I agree, people can change. 7 years is long enough for every cell in your body to be replaced. That's dark. Is that how it works? Dahi, case file 93309. Night shift coroner forgot to wrap the body at the scene. Blood and gunshot residue got mixed. Be careful collecting the evidence. Ah, sorry, Shu. Sounds like you're busy. Well, no point in going to a ceremony like this. It'll be way too crowded. But Limbo's going to be giving a speech, right? I'd have liked to watch that. You know who will be covering the speech, so you can watch the recording later. Not with the way she takes videos. Fair enough. What, you're not coming? It's basically a festival out here. They've got stalls set up and everything. Oh, it looks like they're selling cotton candy. Oh, what do you mean? I I sound like a kid. Look who's talking.
あ、じゃあな。
Yeah, see you.
そっちの電話はモズ？
You talking to Mozu?
そう。
Yeah, hey Mozu, I'm putting you on speaker. Sure.
モズ、晩飯は？
What about dinner, Mozu? Think you can make it to Carmen's? I might end up running late, but I'll be
じ
there.
ゃあ晩飯は。
Alright, let's all have dinner
そうい
together.
やさ、クロ。
Oh, by the way, Scarecrow, well, what were you doing 7 years ago?
7年前。
You mean the day of the riot? I was too caught up with personal problems to care at the time. I did hear about the cops slashing with the gangs, though. Saw the fire on TV too.
ああ、そんなもんだよな。
Yeah, sounds about right. All I can remember is seeing the fire on a TV in a motel room.
よ、ここにいたのか。
Oh, there you are.
あの子は一緒じゃないの？
Huh? Isn't she with you? She's supposed to cover your speech, right?
僕らもまだ会ってませんけど。
We haven't seen her yet.
この電話はモズ。
I've got Mozu on the phone here. Says he can't make it because of
お
work.
疲れ様です。
They're really working into the phone. I'm just waiting for corpses to arrive. The work hasn't started yet.
どうした？
What's up?
お前がなんか隠して
Whenever
る
you're hiding something, your right eye does this little twitch.
嘘だ。
What? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. It does not.
ほら、噛んだ。
See, don't know if the twitch thing is real, but you always stutter when someone calls you out. Now fess up. What are you hiding?
なんだよ。
You gotta be kidding me.
クロちゃん。
Scarecrow, what are you hiding from us?
あ、いや、別に隠
It's
して
not that
る
I'm
わけじゃない
hiding anything. It's just you know how she's always looking into what happened several years ago.
調べてたじゃん。あの陰謀論みたいなやつ。
You mean that tinfoil hat conspiracy theory? Human laundering, I think it's called.
そう。
Yeah, that she asked me to look into it too, so I did. And well, I'm not sure if it's just a conspiracy theory. It might actually be a really big
金
deal.
になるってことか？
Think we can make some money out of
い
it?
や、金には
I
なら
don't
ない
think we'll make
けど
any money, but looking into it might be fun.
俺はパッ。
I'm
僕も
out.
パス
Only for
じ
the
ゃあ
money.
俺もパス。
Me three then. I'll pass as well.
ちょいちょい。
Oh, come on, you guys. Can't you at least pretend you're
お
interested?
前がそう言って気分良かった。
Every time you say something is going to be fun, it never
あ
is.
の子も一
But
生
she's
懸命
really
調べ
trying
て
her
るみ
hardest
た
to
い
look
で
into
さ。
this, so let's help her.
俺たちも手
We
伝
do
って
what
あ
we
げ
do
よう
for
よ。
justice, for the people, and for our own sakes.
どうした？
What's wrong? Whoa! Whoa! No, they're firing at her. Oh, dang. She okay? That scared me. I was not ready for that. We're just gonna have an intro now, like nothing even happened. We can't do that. I'm gonna mute sound at least for this. I will return it to you guys when I can. A few months earlier. Oh wait, okay. I thought they were doing a whole opening scene.
答えが
We'll all seek answers. Who was at
誰が
fault?
悪い
What went wrong? And what
何が
merits
謝るのか
punishment?
そしてこの世界の形を保
Keep
つ
this
ため
world
に
shape intact. We
物
divide
事は白
everything
と
into
黒
black
に
and
分け
white.
られる
Those who fix their eyes on what's
グ
great
レ
or
ーな
may
部分に目
suffer.
をあれから7
7 years
年
have passed. I've met many people and had countless
多
farewells.
くの
Has
人
the
と
city
別れ大人
changed?
になって物
The
事
older
が
and
分か
wiser
るほ
people
ど
become, the less they pick the
人は
right
選ぶ
words.
べき
But
言葉
deep
を
down,
選べる
everyone knows all things of two sides.
白と黒
Black and white.
表と
What's
裏
on and what's below the surface. Light and shadow. Good news, bad news,
変わる
and
か
to change or to
終わる
end.
か
Mysterious.
7年という時
7 years have passed, and in those many years, no many moons?
月日
Many moons works, I think.
月日
Yeah, many moons. Oh, why pick me to fill in for the speech? 7 years ago, fire and a riot had broken out in Basalto. The preparations for its memorial were now underway. A colleague from law school asked me to be a substitute just in case, and I couldn't turn them down. Your routine at the time, you're a proper adult now, and you're presentable.
ちゃんとした大人
How
の
do you
定義
define a proper adult? I don't know. Okay, so it's because you were a teen at the time and you're presentable.
それなら納得ですね
I can accept that, yeah. Geez, anyway, I just had you be here as a substitute in case the state's attorney needs to make herself look busy. Or at least still the main feature here.
オライリー先輩って
And O'Reilly counts as a proper adult. Did you call him presentable?
そこはノー
No
コメン
comment
トにし
there.
おっともう
Throwing shade. Well,
先
it's
輩
almost time for me to go. Thanks for helping me out today. Don't worry about it. That said, looks like you're pretty busy. I hear your law office is expanding. You still have a long way to go. I guess the guy nominated for being New Siege's lawyer is just built different. I won't deny that. He doesn't even deny it. This is a strange thing to say. Have a little modesty. My senior picks up a magazine from the desk and smacks me with it. You're the one who taught me to always be honest. Anyway, if you'll excuse me. To have that much confidence. Impressive, honestly. Appointment at the therapist office. I'm glad we're getting therapy. Good to know. Another day in New Siege. Dun dun dun! We haven't seen the scene ourselves yet, the girl, but I'm sure we'll get there. On this day, we say our farewells to Miguel. As he departs the Lord's side, he has guided many a people earning both trust and respect. Miguel has loved all those who live in Basalto as if they were his own family. His loss comes as a great sorrow to us all, and that is because the joy of meeting him was just as great. Wait, isn't that... He's actually back? What? Keep going. Looks shady, but it's mostly just the tiny little sunglasses that make him look shady. Nothing else. Yes, the priest is visibly shaking, his eyes darting around like he's looking for help. This coffin, which is only good for being buried 6 feet under a few hours down the line, is much too extravagant for its function. The photo, surrounded by so many flowers that their scent hangs heavily over the entire church, looks nothing like my old man. He probably chose this photo back when he was still alive. People tend to pick photos that look nothing like them. There are many attendants at the funeral, but most of the ones weeping are faces I don't recognize. Everyone I do know is wearing stiff expressions. I look down at him through the open lid of the casket, his arms crossed like he's praying. I have never seen my old man pray in my entire life. The sight of him lying in the casket like a doll in a box is hard to look at. He apparently got a math fashion tip in some magazine about looking in the mirror and taking off one accessory when you dress up. Well, pal, is this the outcome of your math too? Wolfie gets to his feet, snatches a nearby flower and hands it to me. A pure white lily, a flower my father hated. It's ironic, isn't it, Paul? You hated God so much, and now that you're dead, you're off to his garden. I throw the flower and it disappears into the casket. Welcome back, good man. A good day to you all. He looks tired. He looks like he's had it. Had it up to here, you know? 0 hour. The funeral for Miguel, head of the Neruda family, one of the 5 great mafia families of New Siege, took place. Spotted in the funeral was his son. Guerrero, aka Goodman, is rumored to have moved to Mexico for some time now due to discord with his father, Miguel. His return to the country from Mexico to attend his father's funeral has garnered significant attention. Is that all you have to say? This is pretty big news. Well, yeah, but I can't exactly wrap my head around this family thing of theirs. Do you call yourself a journalist? You're being way too complacent. The 5 great mafia families of New Siege, the 5 major gangs, they call these people all sorts of names. Traced back to their roots, they're immigrants who rose to power during the city's early days and divided their influence among mafia families and gangs. Well, this is all from a long time ago, so long as you live your life peacefully, you don't really run into the 5 major gangs. They may be mafia families and gangs, but they don't fight against each other. The most illegal activity in the city can't actually be traced back to them. While it's true that gangsters deal in drugs and weapons, they don't engage in illegal activity 24/7 like you'd see in a crime drama on TV. I don't think they're good people or anything, but you know, that's just what you'd call a black market. Why are you being sympathetic to criminals? Does dating a bad guy make you go bad too? Dang! Shots fired. Sure, he's an investigator for a law firm. I mean, there's lots of bounty hunters out there too. Your eyes are turning around. I mean, he doesn't have a normal ID, lacks a permanent address, and looks dangerous, plus he smokes. He comes home every day, it looks as a matter of taste, and he quit smoking, and even if he didn't, cigarettes are bad for your health, but they're not like evil or anything. Hearing you stick up for him and deny everything makes me kinda jealous. It's not like that. And if you're fine with him, that's all that matters. So how's it going with your job? I pitched some projects for a fashion magazine, but I got turned down. Oh, but I got a 6-month contract with the new Siege Digest. You know, that small monthly magazine you see on newspaper stands. Yeah, I know. When are your articles gonna be on it? I'll order up subscription. I'm looking into the right topic right now. They want me to look into rumors on social media. Rumors like gossip? Like the link between people going missing in Black Hawk and LA Inc. or the huge fire in Bustafellows 7 years ago, or what we just heard about the head of the Neruda family changing. They want me to gather topics everyone's talking about on social media and sum it up in a way that's easy to understand. That sounds interesting, right? There's actually something I'm looking into too. What's that? You remember how I was investigating people who went missing in Basalto a while back, like when I got in danger? Yeah. Luca was looking into the link between people going missing in Black Hawk and LA Inc. when someone attacked the police station. Luca died when it happened, and I went back in time to save her. Sorry, I didn't mean to remind you what happened. Yeah, what I'm saying is, just like there are people who existed in this town and went missing, there are people who shouldn't be here who pop up out of nowhere. What do you mean? Sorry, forget I said that. There's a lot I don't understand about this yet, but I have to be careful about this. If I'm too open about this, there might be another attempt on my life. Oh, Luca, you can't joke about stuff like that. Really be careful. I know. I'm being serious. I know, seriously, I don't want to see you look like you did back then. Luca holds my hand tightly. Undocumented immigrants who come to the city and people go missing all of a sudden. Those situations might not have much to do with me. You can live your life without ever knowing the unknown, and get by without ever understanding things you don't grasp. But I want to be the kind of person who tries. You told me that. Really, being in a place you hear a lot of dark stories, and there's a lot of corruption and gloom here. But you know what else the city has? You, so it can't be all bad. Oh, it's so cute. Still, you need to work hard or you won't last in the city. Okay on that front? I'll try. Go ahead and check your phone and text from your boyfriend. Maybe it's work-related, you don't know. You with Luca? Tonight? Yeah, I'll text before I go home. Why are you smirking? We were talking about how you and I are going drinking today. Alright, I'll be getting out early today, so I might get there first. I'm not gonna be late either. If Adam were here, neither of us would be the last one there. Speaking of Adam, he sent me a letter. Oh yeah? Technically he sent a postcard. Here, look. Don't be afraid of change. All things must change little by little, but they won't disappear entirely. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Seriously though, he doesn't pick up the phone, but I swear he must have us bugged because he's totally listening to our chats. Sending us a letter like this just when we make up and start hanging out again every Friday. Adam always did see right through us. That's scary stuff. Alright, I had something to give you too. Here. A and B, or these limited time stickers. I love it. That's so cute. I got taken out to eat at a diner a while back and got them there. You like these, right? Yeah, but he's so cool. Is he? The way he's always cool and collected but sweet when it really counts reminds me of Shu. Plus, he really does kind of look like him. I like B better, personally. He reminds me a little of you. Well, how am I like B? Because you're such a glutton. Why is your only comparison food related? Jeez, I'm not that chubby. Who knows, maybe one day you'll wind up looking like B too. Don't say that! Can't say that after, like, you know, Christmas, New Year, eating, you know, habits. I know it's a little later, but it takes a little while to get out of them, you know? He's cute though, so I guess I wouldn't mind. Yeah, both you and B are cuties. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. See you tonight. Yeah, see you. Now then, I should sort things out before I meet the editor-in-chief. There's a new Siege Today's column, and my articles on the new Siege Digest. Both want me to write about things everyone wants to know about and what everyone thinks about them. Turns out what's popular right now, there's the famous social media influencer Juno. He's not a celebrity in a big talent agency or anything, but the action videos he uploads on social media and live streams where he chats with people garner him a lot of popularity. He's popular and lately he's been taking modeling jobs. In general, however, people are more interested in his primary job as a stunt double. It feels like he's updating his social media every day and all day long. At that, it's a little overwhelming. Now, speaking of social media, there's also the popular singer, Bestie. He's called Bestie. He's gained a lot of fame recently, but no one knows anything about his private life. He often performs on social media, singing and playing the piano and guitar. He posts just about every day, but aside from music, there's no sightings of him or information. Articles about entertainers are easy to work on, but they always end up being kind of samey, not that I want to start writing about scandals. Other than that, people on social media talk about the events of the day. There's the state's attorney running for governor and the Neruda family's involvement with the fire 7 years ago. There was that fire and the clash between gangs and the police. Back then it all felt like something from another world. The streets were lined with people who died in the fire, the police and the gangsters were shouting, but to me it was just something that happened on TV. I had a lot going on in my personal life back then. 7 years ago. Huh? Hello there. Please don't scare me like that. Are you working right now, Tuta? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do. Hey, what's on your... What's wrong? We had a conversation like this once before. You were trying to figure out what article to write back then too. So what's on your mind today? About the same problem as back then. The news age today is going digital, so my column is bi-weekly now, meaning less work. I'm trying to figure out a new direction for my writing. It kind of feels like that's on my mind most of the time. Well, that's because you care about your work, Tuta. Can I look in your notebook? The influence of Juno and the artist Bestie. And you see Bestie's songs on billboards everywhere now, right? He's really gaining a lot of traction, but honestly I'm bad at writing about the entertainment industry. You might want to ask Karen about Bestie. She knows a lot about him. Well, she does? She's a huge fan. She buys a lot of his merchandise, sends requests for his songs on the radio every day, and always checks his social media. He's got Carmen so excited about him. That makes me even more curious. And this 7 years ago, Basalto. It's been 7 years since the Great Fire in Basalto, and now there are a lot of rumors going around. Would you like a refill? I'll just fill it up halfway, please. I should be leaving soon. Wouldn't you rather I get you a new cup? No, you can just refill this one. You don't care about the balance between the coffee and the milk? No, it doesn't really bother me. Really, normally when I ask to refill someone's cup, they agree, but when I actually do it, they're not pleased. They say the balance of coffee and milk was perfect and I ruined it. Really? Well, I'm not that picky, so it's a-okay. That's good to know. Enjoy. Thank you. Coffee did taste a bit different. The balance between the coffee and the milk was in fact off. But I don't think I'd have noticed it if he hadn't pointed it out. 7 years ago. Yes, I was 21 at the time, and it had been 7 years since Theo and I escaped, and Louis Lopez was becoming a big organization. Their connection and great power, that made us see things we didn't know before. Realize how many lives we failed to save. That's when Theo and I started drifting apart. Would you mind if I looked into this with you? Oh, you want to help, Alex? I've been curious about this for the longest time myself. Really? I'll share what I find with you, too, then. I'll be counting on you, Alex. Yes, that makes us partners. Alex grins and sticks out his fist. Okay, let's do this, partner. We bump fists and then Alex nods and walks away. Alex was 21 years old 7 years ago. Put that in the archives. I'm surprised because, well, I guess anime characters always look young anyway, but I would have figured he is younger than that. Okay, still some time until my meeting with the editor-in-chief. Reflected on my phone screen, I see an unfamiliar man peering down at me from above. I look up and find him staring at my face. Why are you so curious about what happened 7 years ago? Huh? You're researching it for an article, right? Looking into rumors? Or are you... You don't care about the balance between the coffee and milk, Wait, I was thinking it's the guy with the coffee. You don't care about the balance between the coffee and milk. I'm a reporter for the news teach today and get along with an employee of Paraiso Garage. And your name is Tuta. Wait, hold on a second, what? Don't you remember we just met at Harry and Keats? We did. Wait, are you that waiter? Yep, that's just a part-time gig though. And hearing you bring up some interesting topics reminded me of my main job, so... About 7 years ago. Stop, what's a waiter got to do with this? How do you know so much about me? What's your main job? Sorry, I only heard that last question. What's my main job, you ask? I'm an anonymous investigative reporter for the New Siege Herald. So about 7 years ago. I said, wait a minute, keep it to one topic at a time. We haven't even finished introductions yet. Fair point, sorry. So could you tell me who you are? Do you read the New Siege Herald? Maybe you've heard of the Watcher. You mean the person who's the New Siege Herald's go-to source for rumors? The Watcher is a pretty well-known name. They've made quite the reputation for themselves as a reliable source of information. I never thought they were an individual, but the name of a team of investigative reporters. Well, the Watchers is yours truly. No, wait, really? Then how do you know about me? I mean, this is kind of awkward. Can I call you by your name? Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, you showed me your notebook, Tuta. It said you're looking into what happened. I didn't show you anything. You were reading it without my permission. You weren't hiding it, so... It was a bit hard to read, though, so I asked you a pointless question to buy time. Wait, you didn't pick up on that either? It was on purpose? Yeah, that's what I thought. So can we get back to the topic at hand? You mean how you've been asking about the past? Yeah. Why are you looking into that? Well, because everyone's talking about it. Is that the only reason why? I have my reasons for looking into it, but I'm not going to tell you just because you asked me out of nowhere. You just said you're the Watcher from the New Siege Herald, but I don't really know anything about you. I only know you from a few minutes of conversation. That much is true, yes. The so-called Watcher hops off the bench and cheerfully offers his hand. Would you tell me if we get to know each other better? Sure? I take his hand and he squeezes back harder than I expected. What is that face? Well, what is it? Your eyes are familiar. My eyes? Can't remember from where, though. Oh well, if it's important, I'll remember it sooner or later. Oh, what are you doing? Can't you see I'm wiping off the bench? I had my shoes on it. I see. I didn't imagine he'd be the kind to care about that. You're wondering why I sat like that in the first place, aren't you? Yeah, well, kinda. I mean, if I'd have just sat next to you, I'd be too close, right? Gotta be aware of people's personal space. Right, but I think you're already a little too close for comfort in terms of personal space. In that case... How about this? Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not really bothered by this sort of thing. Yeah, that's good then. I'll be seeing you around. Yeah, see you... What a strange person. I wonder what his deal is. Is he really the New Siege Herald's Watcher? Whoa. I didn't notice it was almost time for the meeting. I hurriedly stuffed my things into my bag and run off. Quite a few mysteries going on here. Very suspicious. So we made it to the office. I think we'll end off here for today, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. 3, 2, 1, poofos.